My name is Hannah Okwengu. I have been a judge of the Court of Appeal until end of April this year when I retired. I'm always asked the question, why did I study law? Because at the time when I went to do law, there were not so many women who were doing law. My dad is the one who influenced me because he kept on telling me that that was the work that he thinks I should do. He told me that I like to argue, and the people who argue, law is the best work for them. Joining the judiciary was a bit of a challenge for me because when I was employed, they told me they could not post me to Mombasa, where I was then staying with my husband and children. As at that time, I had 3 children, and they told me that they could not post me to Mombasa because I understood it's a place I had been brought up, I had many friends, I had many colleagues, I had worked there, had gone to school there, and they thought it would be difficult to work there. So after a bit of negotiation, they offered me to work in Nairobi. So I was posted in Nairobi. Working in the judiciary has been quite interesting, but also very, very, very busy. And so it requires a lot of balancing the work, as well as taking care of the family, taking care of the children. When I used to go to the court in Mombasa, there were many people who were being charged with vagrancy. You would find that people would be arrested because they were found at night, and then they would be charged with vagrancy, or that they were even found during the day, but they were not able to produce their identification or to account for who they were. And this is something that interested me, and I thought perhaps that the law would treat people better. So when I joined the judiciary, one thing that I promised myself was that I was going to make a difference. I moved from different ranks, from a resident magistrate, senior resident magistrate, principal magistrate, senior principal magistrate, until I reached the position of chief magistrate. The one that comes to mind was one which involved an intersex person. This was somebody who had been arrested and taken to prison, and while in prison, as the normal procedure, he was required to strip naked, to be searched, and that is when the police discovered his status, and it became a matter of interest and curiosity for them, so that they would make him strip even when it was not necessary, because somebody wanted to see how it was. And so the matter was taken up and it was brought to court, and with 3 of my colleagues we sat on that matter. One thing that I find interesting is that I knew I was going to retire, and I prepared for retirement. But I've since realized that whereas I prepared in terms of doing the cases and making sure I didn't have anything pending as at my retirement, I did not prepare as to what I would transition to. So I did very well in terms of my work, finished everything and handed over. But after that, now I realize I have I have nothing to transition to. Yes, so that has been a challenge. I hope my brothers and sisters who retire would be better prepared than I was. And I would tell anyone who wants to join this profession, be it a lady or a man, that in this profession, for you to succeed, you need, number 1, to be a person of integrity. Without that, you will not succeed. You might be able to do the work, but people will lose respect for you and you will not succeed. Again, it's an area where you need to work extra hard. Extra hard, because people come to you when they are so desperate and they depend on you. They look up to you. So you need also to be empathetic even as you deal with these cases. In the judiciary, my 45 years career, including when I started in law, I think it is something that has been very fulfilling for me. It has been very fulfilling for me. I have no regrets whatsoever in having joined this profession.